Welcome students. Today we are going to start a new chapter from political science that deals with democracy and diversity. So in this chapter we'll learn what is democracy and diversity, and we'll start with the story from the Mexico Olympic and origin of social differences, politics of social differences, and ultimately we'll end up with conclusion on the political differences. Okay, so let's get started with the chapter democracy and diversity. So actually, what is democracy? So we have already learned about what is democracy. Democracy means in the form of government in which the head of the government is elected by the people. And diversity means, as you can take the example of our country India. So diversity means mixture of races and religion that make a group of people. Okay, so it's the mixture of races and religion that makes a group of people. Like for example, you can take the example of our country India. We have a different religion, different people staying in our country. Okay, so that is a diversity. Our country is a diverse country. We have different religion, different caste, different creed, different uh, people from the following the different religion living together in our country. So it's a best example of diversity. Okay, so democracy and diversity. Apart from language and religion, people have distinct identity in the form of physical appearance, class, religion, gender, caste, tribe, etc. So apart from language and religion, people have different physical appearances, class, religion, gender, caste, tribe, etc. So in this chapter, we are going to understand how democracy respond to those social differences and division and inequalities due to this class, religion, physical appearance, color of the skin, okay, and and var- and various other things. So let's start. So we'll start this chapter with the story from a Mexico Olympic. So what happened in the Mexico Olympic? So in 1968 Mexico Olympics, there were two African American athletes of US, that is Tommy Smith and John Carlos. Okay, so they clinched first and third position in the 200-meter race. So this Tommy Smith and John Carlos were the African American. Okay, they were there. They were black people. So these two people, they clinched first and third position in 200-meter race in Mexico Olympic. Okay, so when they went to receive the medal, they were wearing the black socks and no shoes in it. Okay, those black socks represents the black poverty. So during that time in United States, what was there? The black people were discriminated, tortured, and humiliated by the white people. So to represent that, to show that humiliation, to show that discrimination, racial discrimination, these two athletes, that is Tommy Smith and John Carlos, they upraised and heads bowed while the American national anthems were played, and they received the medal wearing black socks, and they received the medal without wearing any shoes. Okay, this black socks represents black poverty during that. So why they did this act is that they they tried to draw international attention to the racial discrimination in United States. So they want the world to know that how the black people were discriminated in United States. Okay, and while receiving the medal, they were also wearing the black glove, and that symbolizes the black power. The black people were united all over the world. Okay, and these two were uh, doing this act just to show the racial discrimination in the United States during that time. Okay, and beside these two athletes, there were another athlete from Australia who is white only, white. This his name was Peter Norman, who was wearing a human rights. So this Peter Norman was wearing a human right badge on his shirt to support African American athletes. Okay, so this white Australian is also supporting this to Tommy Smith and John Carlos. Okay, to rise against the racial discrimination that was going on during that time. Okay, so after that act, what happened? The International Olympic Association held Carlos and Smith guilty of violating the Olympic spirit. Okay, so this act was not liked by the International Olympic Association, and they held guilty. They held Carlos and Smith guilty of violating the Olympic spirit by making a political statement. Okay, and their medals were taken back, and Norman also suffered for his action and was not included in the Australian team for the next Olympic. Okay, so this was how they were suffered after this act. Okay, but their action succeeded in gaining international attention for civil rights movement in USA. But after that only they gained international attention and for the civil right movement in USA. Okay, and the people from all over the world, they supported the black people and they fought against this racial discrimination, and ultimately now the black people and white people were living peacefully in that country. Origin of social differences. Now, so what is the origin of social differences? Why these differences arise in the society, in the community? Okay, so we'll learn all about this. So number one is social differences arise due to the accident of birth. So social differences also arise due to the accident of birth. That means we cannot choose our parents. Okay, we cannot choose our skin color, gender before our birth. Okay, so we are born into it, and because of this caste, gender, skin color, etc., there arise social differences. Just now I gave an example of the black and white people. So this black people suffered a lot from the white people. So because of the skin color only, they are humiliated and dominated by the white people. Okay, so this is the first reason why the social differences arise. And number second, social differences due to our choices. So we choose our community, we choose our occupation. That's why according to the occupation also, in the society there is a differences, social differences arises. For example, you can give the Mexican in the Mexican Olympic. What happened? The two players, African American and the one was white, but they all were athletes who stood against the racial difference. So this Norman was the white people, but also he what he did, he stood against the racial discrimination with the African American, the two African American, that was Tommy Smith and John Carlos. So why he stood? Because he thought that all these three, that is Tommy Smith, John Carlos and Norman, was athlete. Okay, that's why they together stood against the racial discrimination. That time there's not Norman, he didn't think about the color of skin. He only thought that these two, that is Tommy Smith and John Carlos, was an athlete, and as the same way he was also an athlete. Okay, now moving on, we will learn more about social differences, and these differences are of two types, that is overlapping and cross-cutting. Okay, so overlapping and cross-cutting differences. So what is this kind of differences? Okay, so overlapping differences is such social differences in which one overlaps on other differences. Okay, the differences between the black and white people, a social division in the USA, is an example of overlapping differences in which the white people they used to dominate the black people, because and these black people they tended to be poor, homeless, and discriminated against. Okay, so this type of overlapping is known as social differences, is known as overlapping differences. Okay, next is cross-cut. So next is cross-cutting differences. If the social differences cross-cut each other, it reduces the chances of social division. So in this type of social differences, what happens? It reduces the chances of social division. Okay, there is no social division in this type of social differences. For example, in the case of Northern Ireland and the Netherlands, what happened? The people out there are predominantly Christian, but divided between, but this Christianity was divided into Catholics and Protestant. Okay, and in Northern Ireland, Catholics and Protestant have conflict, while they do not have conflict in the Netherlands. But in the Northern Ireland, these Catholics and Protestant they used to fight. Okay, but in the Netherlands, this Catholic and Protestant they used to live together without any social division. Okay, both Catholics and Protestants they do not have conflict in Netherlands. It is because in Northern Ireland Catholics are poor due to historical discrimination, while in Netherlands Catholics and Protestants are equally like to be poor or rich. Okay, what was there in the Northern Ireland? Okay, these Catholics and Protestants they used to have a conflict, they used to have a fight. That's why these Catholics out there, as the population of the Protestants were more out there, that's why this Protestant they used to dominate Catholics, and these Catholics people were poor in the Northern Ireland. But in Netherlands, what was the case? These Catholics they were also the Catholics and Protestant Christian, but these Catholics and Protestants in the Netherlands they used to live peacefully and equally. Okay, in the Netherlands. Okay, and these Catholics and Protestants are about equally likely to be rich or poor, so they were treated equally and considered equally in the society or a community. Okay, there were no discrimination between Catholics and Protestant in Netherlands. Okay, that's why both were rich and both were poor also. Okay.